Hey, hi, this is Richard here, MBA with 23 years of study abroad counseling experience, and I'm trying to tell you the points that you have to cover in your visa SOP for your Canada study permit. It's very, very important because Canada has quite a few rejections, and your visa SOP is a way of expressing yourself, selling yourself, convincing the visa officer on why you should be granted Canada study permit visa. So today we are going to talk about your home ties, okay, which is very important because the reason why it is important because you have been rejected as a potential immigrant, that you will go to Canada and you will not come back. So your home ties are very, very important to prove that you are going to come back to your home country, right? So how to write your home ties in your study visa SOP? Now, what is important is basically when you're going to talk about your home ties, the first and foremost is about your family. Okay, how close you are to family, let me them know about your family members, what they are doing, how well they are settled in their home country. All these things, family is important in convincing that you are going to come back because that's the emotional reason of you coming back to your home country. The second thing that you can talk about is the investment, that you have your property, you have your house, you have all these shares, bonds, debenture, mutual funds, and any other type of basic investments, your car, all those things in your home country. So you are well established in your home country. So all the reasons of you coming back to your home country. So your investments. And then you can, if you're working, you can also talk about your work that you are doing, and your, if your present employer is ready to take you back, or the job prospects that you have in your home country. If you're not working, you just talk about your job prospects in your home country, how you can be able to get a good job and will be able to basically have a good life in your home country. So this is important because this will tell the visa officer that you are going to come back to your home country. Okay. Now, there are many basically people who are working abroad. Okay. And the helpful tip from my side is, if you're working abroad, apply for the study permit visa from the country where you're working and not from your country where you are a resident or citizen. Sorry. So country where you are a resident, where you're working, apply from that country than from the country where you are a citizen. Why? Because when you're going to apply from the country where you're working, the visa officer understands the immigration law of that country. That's one. So he understands that. Second, you can tell that basically you are working in that country and you have a reason to come back to that country back. Or if you have your family also well settled, or they are also there, you can talk about that and you can tell about you coming back to that country because you're familiar with that country, the environment. So when writing your SOP, do mention this point, in that if you are working in a foreign country, express that you are working, let them know that you're working in a foreign country, let them know that you are well settled in that foreign country, and let them know that you have an intention to coming back to that foreign country. This will convince the visa officer that you are probably going to go back and you are not going to stay in Canada, and you will get your visa. But most important, I would say, is to get your study abroad counseling. Because even if I'm giving you all these tips, it's not sufficient. And it's not worth the risk of you getting a visa refusal for saving few bucks. Because once you get a refusal, then the case becomes difficult, and then many students drop out or they go to some other country. So if you want that, you have to, if you want to go and study in a particular country of your preference, then see that you get your study abroad counseling. It's just penny. So be penny, don't be basically penny wise and pound foolish. Spend on your study abroad counseling. If you want to book an appointment, free appointment to understand your eligibility of studying abroad, then the link is in the description. Book an appointment, and this appointment is free for you. While I explain you the entire process, I'll explain you your profile, I'll explain you your eligibility, and I will guide you. I'll answer all your questions, all your questions. So take this benefit, book an appointment. Until then, take care. Bye. All the best.